And we're back to CapCut. Let me show you a ghost trail effect. We'll use this clip. It's easiest, or at least it gets processed fastest, when you find the place where you want to add this effect, for example here, and then cut the original. Use B for the split tool. And here we want to end it. Let's say at this position I cut it again. And I switch back to the select tool A. You can also find these tools right here. Select this short clip where you want to apply the effect to, then Ctrl C, Ctrl V to paste, and place it exactly on top of its original. The snapping is enabled in my case, therefore I can easily do that. Now make sure that this short clip on top is selected. By the way, I use the default layout. Then I go to video cutout and I use auto cutout. It's going to take some time to get processed, but here's our confirmation. I'll go to the start. You can see that if I make the second one invisible, we've got this dancer now isolated. Now I go to speed and decrease the time to 0.9. You can also use 0.8. It's going to make the trail bigger or slower. It's a good idea to add a smooth slow-mo, but this takes a lot of processing time, which is why I advise you to cut out these short clips. Makes it a bit faster. I use optical flow and it might take a couple of minutes depending on the clip length. But here we have our confirmation. Let's go for the short clip to video, basic, and now we'll go down with the opacity, and now you can see the trail already. 0.8 would have been a better value, I would say, but you can see that we have this copy of the dance now trailing, and due to opacity it looks like a ghost trail. If you change the speed now to 0.8, you have to use yet again the optical flow. It's going to get processed once again. So let's stick to 0.9 for this tutorial, but you may want to check out 0.8 for your project. If it looks better, just decide for yourself in a specific case. One thing that we can add to make this look even more realistic is a keyframe for the in and out. So I go to the in position to start for this copy, and I use the opacity, create a keyframe. And by the way, I can use the snapping here once again to find the position easily. So I drag the slider and it snaps because I've got the snapping turned on and it's right here. So make sure that's for you as well. Click on this diamond icon to create the keyframe, then go with the arrow keys, maybe like 5 or 6 frames to the right. Create another keyframe. It's set to 30. I go back to the start and make it 0. So it's going to blend in now gradually at the start, and I do the end, and I do the same at the end. Keyframe at the end position, then 5 steps to the left. I use the arrow keys yet again. Keyframe, I go back to the end and make it 0. Now we have a smoother in and out, and this adds a little bit to this ghost trail. As I said, play around with the values. Maybe you want to have another opacity or duration. It depends a little bit on the project, but this is the process that you can use to create this ghost trail in CapCut. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.